Well, Happy New Year, everybody. Hey, Linda Anderson here from Linda Lou Creates. And yeah, I'm back. I have been off for the past 2 weeks, so it was fun getting back into my stamp room and making it messy. This afternoon, I actually cleaned up my space, and it was amazing how much room I have once I cleaned it up. So anyway, today I wanted to share with you some of the celebration items that you can get January and February. There are two levels. If your order hits $50, you could choose this beautiful paper, the designer series paper that I'm featuring on these cards. It's called Dainty Flowers. Now, it has a coordinating bundle in the new mini catalog, if you're interested in that, and it's called Dainty Delight. And I'm using the stamp set, just one of the sentiments out of it on one of the cards. Otherwise, the other celebration item that I'm using is this stamp set called Sending Support. I thought this was really nice. I like this one a lot. So, okay, hey, let's get started on these. I am letting the pattern paper speak for itself. I love when that happens, when you can get the paper that is so stunning to be sort of the front and center, your focal image, so to speak. So, all right, so I'm starting with this one. Are you surprised? It has purple on it. So, yes, that is correct. I did choose this one with the purple. So, all of my card bases are the thick basic white. I have two that are the top folding because that's my favorite thing. So that means it's 11 by 4 1/4. I have then a piece, again, like I said, this is the Dainty Flowers Designer Series paper. Here's what the other side looks like. And this is 2 by 5 1/2. I have this piece here, which is what I'm saying is my main focal image. And this is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. Rich Razzleberry to layer underneath it is just 1/8 of an inch bigger. So, excuse me, that means that it is 3 3/8 by 4 5/8. So let's go ahead and start adhering some things down. And let me get my glue. So tell me, how's everybody doing with this new year? That it's still difficult to, when you write the date, to remember to put 23, isn't it? I mean, when it's a new month, I have a hard time, let alone now I have to do a new month and a new year. So anyways, so let me go ahead. And I am just putting this all the way to the left. Now, I like to make sure that it's lined up nicely at the top, and I will look at the bottom here and see that, oh, I did cut that a little bit on the bigger side. So let me go ahead and trim that off. And then I'm going to show you what I did on the inside here. So I just had a little bit of the paper left over, so I just decided to put that on the inside there. So, okay. Now I'm going to put my focal image on top of the Rich Razzleberry. This is obviously what's on the other side then. That's Starry Sky is the color for that. But yeah, if you hit two different levels, whether it's $50 or $100, and you're able to pick free items. The only thing is, watch, because it's only while supplies last. So please, if you think that this paper is beautiful and you love it, don't delay. I have seen them sell out of things quickly within like less than a month, and I would hate for you to miss out on this beautiful paper. All right, so let me go ahead and adhere this down. I have the back loaded up with the ends of my dimensionals here. So let's get that going. So, whoops. So today has been nothing but football in the house here. We've been busy watching that. This evening rather now is hockey. So yeah, it's a good thing I like sports because there's a lot of it that goes on in this house. So okay, well, let's go ahead and get this adhered down. Right in the middle. Now this is the sentiment that I got out of that coordinating stamp bundle, stamp and die bundle that, like I said, I'm just using the stamp set here, that thank you for your kindness. Stamped it using old olive, and then I mounted it on a piece of old olive as well. Have that loaded up with my dimensionals, and that is just going to go straight across here. And yeah, I told you, simple. Now I'm going to add a couple of these iridescent pearls. Now, I was using them on another project, so that's why you'll see some of them are red. I used a blend, a Stampin' Blend in Sweet Sorbet, and then changed my mind at the last second. Didn't want to use that, so I have all these red ones, but you know what? They'll eventually get used. So, all right, so we'll pop these on and call it complete. And there we go. I told you, simple, but yet stunning, and it's because of the paper. The paper really does it. So, all right, let's get this off to the side. The next one is this card right here. Now, I took the liberty of already doing some of the die cutting, so let me just show you what I've got. Again, it's a top folding card, so my card base, again, 11 by 4 1/4. I have this piece that is 4 by 5 1/4. And then I have a strip of the Designer Series paper that's 2 by 5 1/4. So I went ahead and I adhered that down, which you will see on this side. Yep, I am doing totally by the magic of television. From here, I went ahead and used one of the Stylish Shapes dies. I used the square ones, and I set it right down, and I die cut out the square right from the center of this. And that's where I ended up then with this piece. Now, let me bring it up. I hope the camera doesn't get too crazy blurry, but you can see then the little piercings around the outside as well as what came out from in there, which was something along this line. The paper was, is a little different than what I have here, but, oh no, it isn't actually. So that was the piece that I cut out from there. Don't throw that away. We're going to use it on the next card. Okay. So here we have this piece now. I'm going to go ahead. I have all my dimensionals once again, all on the back of it. I love the look of the white on white. It is just so classy, clean, simple is that look. So that's why I wanted to use all this, the dimensionals, and pop this white layer up on the white card base. I'm going to keep talking while I get all of the papers off of these dimensionals, because yeah, I still love to use my dimensionals. So, all right, here we go. Almost done. But for sure, don't skimp on, if you're using foam tape, dimensionals, whatever you're using, don't skimp at this stage, because you really want to make sure this is good and sturdy whenever you put it down. Oops. I'll make sure that that's on the right way when you put it to the front of your card base. So there it is. So now that is popped up. I also then, from white cardstock, die cut this square, which measures about like 1 1/2 is what this white one, again from those Stylish Shapes. And then the Rich Razzleberry measures about 1 7/8. So I just used some varying sizes of those squares. The sentiment comes from that Sending Support stamp set that, like I said, you get for free with a $50 order. Now, all of these orders are pre-shipping and tax, all of that jazz. So let me just put a little bit of glue on this. I was debating whether to pop this up or not and decided not to. Just thought it would be fun to have the dimension instead of being the sentiment, which is what I normally do, but to have instead this layer of the card be what's popped up instead. So just kind of fun on that. Let me go ahead and just put on one of these iridescent pearls, and I hope you didn't blink because that's it for this card. Inside, oh, this is a sentiment again from that Sending Support, and this is actually a stem from the Dainty Delight stamp set. Okay, so there we go. Card number 2 is done. Now that piece that we saved, let's make card number 3 with that. Okay, so here we go. Here's the supplies, and here's the card. Again, I have this popped up. I just thought I would go with that same sort of theme, I guess. But here is that square. Approximately 2 3/8. So I cut this is Mossy Meadow, and I cut this at 2.5 by 2.5. So let's go ahead and get this put down. I already have dimensionals on the back of my Mossy Meadow layer here in an attempt to save some time. So here we go. This now is down. I have my sentiment, and this again, I am using once again those Stylish Shapes dies. I also went with a scallop circle that came from the Layering Circles dies. So, Starry Sky, again, the sentiment is from the Sending Support Celebration stamp set. Here is my white that's 4 by 5 1/4. Another piece of the Designer Series paper, those Dainty Flowers. Let me just show you the other side looks like that. So let's go ahead and put this down. This side that is going to be showing this pink is Blushing Bride is the color that coordinates with it. So let me go ahead and pop this down here. Now this time my card base, because I have it in the for the landscape position, is it's 8.5 by 5.5, and then it's scored here at 4 1/4. Inside, I just have another sentiment from that Celebration set, and then a piece of scrap. So, all right, so let's go ahead, adhere this down. All right, so here we go. Again, all of these dimensionals, the papers have got to come off. So I should be getting pretty good at this. I get my nails done every twice a week, or not twice a week, every other week is what I meant to say. And sometimes they make them a little bit thick that it's hard to peel that paper off. So, but we've got it pretty good there. So let me, there we go. So now that's popped up. So each card had a layer like that popped up. Now I have my focal image, I'm going to call it, and that's on dimensionals too. So I will have 2 layers of the being popped up, and I'm okay with that. So sometimes I get a little crazy with the dimension, but this time I'm going to just go with it. And now my sentiment, all I'm going to do is just adhere it down with some glue. Make sure I'm getting it on the correct side. So, and there it is. Pearls. Let's get those iridescent pearls again. So let me turn, oh, for heaven's sakes, let's clean up my space a little bit. I know, I have to turn this upside down so I can see what I'm doing. And this time I'm only putting 2 pearls down. And now the 3rd card is done. It was kind of fun then using that piece that you cut out that still has some of that beautiful paper on it. So, all right, let's bring back the other 2 cards. And as soon as I can find them. So there's one and here's the other. So I love this paper. Can you tell? Usually I'm not much, I don't know, am I, for florals? Sometimes, I guess I have to be in the mood. But anyway, are you surprised with the purple? I know I am, but that was just so stunning. So anyways, hey guys, thank you so much for stopping in, giving me a watch here for this. I'm going to get these all typed up and put onto my blog. It's lindaloucreates.com. You'll be able to get all of the measurements, all of the products used, and yeah, maybe make some of your own. Use whatever paper you have out on hand, because these will be our nice simple cards to be able to create some fun layouts with. So, all right. Hey, have a great week, and I will see you next Sunday. Bye now.